else. So, very old gamer, what are you thinking? A American, Japanese, or German? Just changing the stream info. There we go. And how many of them? Against who? No preference. Well, let's go with Japan then, because you did mention them. Against Spain. Any preference on what we completely obliterate with this mega battleship of death? What would you like to bully? Oh, should we take out some battle cruisers? That might be funny. Let's give them 10. Go. Oh, battleships versus battleships. All right. 1v3. How about that? It's probably close-ish to being fair. Although they wouldn't have 1940s tech. Let's go. Let's go 5. There we go. 1v5. Time to design the monster. Super battleship. 125,000 tons. Doesn't even fit in the dry dock. At all. Against one Yamato. Let's go with the Super Pagoda Tower. And the... Oh yes. Right, barbettes. Huge. One there. And one there. Secondary barbettes. Actually, no, I can't move that one. I've got another one there. Well, that's amusing. Yeah. Lovely. Okay, I can't fit any more barbettes. Right, main guns. Center. 18-inch triples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems fair. Secondary guns, 8-inch. Oh no, they're Mark 4s. Can I get a Mark 5? Yeah, 7s. There we go. More guns. Oh boy, yes. Oh, no, not that one. Nasty. I haven't finished with the nastiness yet, I don't think. Because we can do some funny things. Fit one of them on. No, not quite. But we could have a secondary armament. How's that? Got a bit of an half-weight offset. You can probably balance that out with the A turret here. There we go. Think that's enough guns? Okay, let's go with diesel, because I don't often go with a diesel engine. All the things. Gotta watch my weight as well. Let's go with high TNT super heavy shells. Again, perfectly balanced. Radar, obviously. We won't really care about the sonar. And I'm overweight. Of course I'm overweight. Let's reduce the anti-torque protection. We'll take some. Right, armor. Let's go with a 14-7... 6-6 14 no 15 yep 6 12 no too much there we go. You never have too many. So true. Well, there we go. Here it is. The Setsu here. A marvel of naval engineering. Oh my. With no fewer than... Where is it? 5 triple 18-inch guns. 6 triple 12-inch guns. 3... triple 7-inch guns, 6 triple 6-inch guns, 14 triple 3-inch guns, and 4 triple 2-inch guns. Yeah, so Yamato had 9 18.1-inch naval guns. This bad boy has so there's a Yamato 9, and then we have an extra 6. So it's a Yamato and a half. Never mind the murderous secondary armament. Actually, one thing I will do is I like having the secondary, although this is more like a tertiary armament. I like having them all the same caliber. So yeah, 5 triple 18-inch guns, so 15 18-inch guns, 6 triple 12-inch guns, so 9 aside. 9 triple 6-inch guns, 14 triple 3-inch guns, and 4 triple 2-inch guns. There we go. We get a little bit more armor on the secondary guns. Go all the way up to 8. More on the tower, because that does tend to get hit. There we go. A very, very sensible... Come on. A very sensible 40.9 inches of armor. 41mm side armor. So, if I switch to mils, there's our armor scheme. So, 410, really? Okay. Well, let's go with 410 on the tower. Can we get 410 on the belt? 410 on the belt. 200 on the deck. We can make this work. Let's go with 205 on the extended deck. That means you're going to want 4. Looking at the Wikipedia. 410 on the turrets. 205 on the secondaries. We can do it. It's not a problem. Turret tops, probably want 200 then. Okay, so we need to go slower. I don't know what Yamato's top speed was, but we ain't going to be going that fast. Might be able to make 20 knots work if I go over to the double geared steam turbines. Yeah. And yeah, balance spoilers. 27. No chance we're doing 27 knots. Not a hope. Not with the Setsu. But I think this is going to be quite the success. Yeah, I'm probably heavier. What was the displacement of Yamato? $72,000 tons. Okay, so this monster is 125,000 tons. Trying to use up every available scrap of armor that we weight that we can. There we go. 124,999 tons. Let's go. Is she powered by diesel or steam? Steam. Okay, so that's actually more accurate. So here we go, the Setsu. Enemy smoke is spotted to the north. Good for them. This is a slower, but way more heavily armed ship. It looks weird, but it's very cool. Oh, guns are going to open up in a minute. We've got a radar lock. Here's a ranging shot. And we will begin the reload process. What was Yamato's rate of fire out of interest? Because we can fling out a broadside every single minute. Reload time 54.7 seconds on these guns. And that's on the 18-inch. 12-inch we can get up to 2.5 rounds a minute. 6-inch, we're flinging out 5 rounds a minute. Oh yeah, this thing is completely bonkers. Right, here comes the full broadside. Guns up. Right. Whatever we're firing at's going to have a really bad time. So here's the enemy Spanish battleship. If any of those hit, they're in serious trouble. Two shells a minute. There we go. That's our first hit. So these shells have a weight. Oh yeah. So these are 2,421 kilograms each. So these are more than twice as heavy as the shells Yamato was firing. "12, 15 centimeter Type 3 guns." Yeah, so we've got way more secondaries. Because we're backing 12-inch secondary guns, which have started firing as well. Oh my good lord. Hello there, Delpuy. Nice to see you. I did the 12th of 12th was it September? Yeah, 22nd of September video already, so we're just mucking about. So we built a Ultra Yamato. Notice that we took a hit there, and it did absolutely nothing. I'm noticing though that we're on the opposite heading to the enemy ships, so let's begin the very slow process of turning the ship around. It's not all about size, you know, it's how you use it. This is very true. She lied to you. Some absolute truth bombs in the chat today. We are, however, rocking a considerable amount of protection as well. Yeah. She's a heavily armoured ship as well. So we haven't just gone for guns, guns, guns. Who are we firing at anyway? Not sure. Fire on that lead ship. shells. And any hits? Oh, ricochets. Lucky. Grouping looks okay on that set. Ow! Oh dear. That must have gone right inside the ship and blew up one of their engine compartments. Not a good time to be aboard whatever ship this is, which we're still identifying. Miss. Oh my goodness, managed to deal damage to us? How? On the mid deck? Really? With what? 16-inch shells? That's surprising. Mid deck again. Really surprised they're scoring deck hits at 16 clicks that are penetrating. That is surprising. Particularly given the angle. Ooh, nice hit there. 250 damage. Another big hit. Half the Midlands sharing your internet connection today. Now 6 inches are opening up now. Yeah. Internet is pretty spotty over there as far as I understand it. In America, I mean. Oh, we've got some IDs on these ships. Got reasonable armour. 16-inch guns. Oh, super heavies by the looks of it. With tube powder. Ah, okay, that's how they're able to go through our armour. Still, they're taking pretty big hits now. Setsu. Still getting really unlucky with some of these shots. they have torpedoes, by the way? Yeah, they do. Mm. Yeah, that's true. We've got quite a lot of choice here in broadband providers. Thanks to local loop unbundling. Yeah. What's really silly is I was reading that in the US they put fibre everywhere in like the 90s and then never used it. Yeah, see, we're taking hits in return. This is really not fair. Thought I'd armoured the ship up enough. Excuse me. How much? That's insane. Is it satellite? Is it? Mind you, is it satellite based? Oh no, torpedo. Yeah, what are they? Extended belt. Oh dear, flash fire. Oh boy. That's the problem with 18-inch guns. And it's dead. Right, shall we make a little bit of a modification? So I'm going to go with my favourite tube powder, and we're going to go with standard shells. We're going to keep the nonsense, but we're going to go with a coincidence rangefinder. We're going to improve our extended belt armour. We're going to reduce our deck armour a little bit to get more on the belt extended. Wireless? Like 4G wireless? Or 3G wireless? It's like... That's crazy. I mean, over here I'm just very quickly hopping over. How much would it cost me to get... no, not a tablet. How much would it cost me to get mobile broadband? See, a 4G MiFi from, with let's say unlimited data, £23 a month. And that's just the first company I checked. $5G box. Oh, it says 4G plus here. I don't know why, but they don't call it proper 5G here. Any other changes we can make? No, I think that's it. Right, armor up the tower again. Okay, should we try again? Setsu, redeem yourself with the Brother Monroe approved changes. So these things don't do as much damage, but rate of fire's gone up. They're still pretty hefty. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, no consumer protection laws. Of course, yeah, it's not a proper free market, is it, in America telecoms? Because two companies have, well, basically one and a competitor have cornered the entire market. I mean, you do see that stuff like that in the UK. Lobbying needs to be banned, absolutely. You do see kind of similar stuff in the UK with stuff that's supposed to be competitive private sector, but it really isn't. Trains are a good example. They sold off all the trains. Wow, that's a weird design. Look at that. Why is that on a barbette? Why is that turret on a barbette? Why would you put it on a barbette and not put a turret there? Do not understand you sometimes, AI. Like, it would have been cool if that was just... Why would you... What? It's a very strange ship. So yeah, here, trains... So the trains, well, way back, there used to be 4 big train companies who built the railways and then operated the trains on it. But they all went bankrupt during World War II, basically. And the government bought all the railways here. So it was run as British Rail. And then in the early 90s, they decided to sell it off. But they sold it off in a really strange way. So, for instance, I live in Scotland. The only train company that runs trains is ScotRail. That's it. If I want to get a train from where I live to Glasgow, I can get a ScotRail train. The only exception are the trains that go all the way back down into England. And then I can get an LNER train. That's it. So there's no competition. So they can charge whatever the hell they want. And they do. ScotRail does not own the tracks. Nope. So they've no interest in upgrading the railway itself. Get some shade on the dance floor. Oh yeah. Maybe the commander of the X turret here just wants to be higher up than his colleagues. Nope. So yeah, you buy a train ticket which costs a huge amount of money, and it doesn't even go towards maintaining the track. It's stupid. I mean, for me, I think a return for me to get from here to Edinburgh is like 50 quid. It's outrageous price. 50 quid. Like, it's cheaper for me to drive. Corruption everywhere? Yep, absolutely. I mean, the British government at the moment is probably the most corrupt I've ever experienced. I mean, I've not been on the planet very long, but comparatively, but it's outrageously corrupt at the moment. Default of humans. Yep. Yep, if people can be corrupt, they will be. Not everyone, but overall, on average. Right, what are they hitting us? Extended belt again. I up-armored it to blazes. still, we've done some good hits. And ricochets. No torps. Good. Close in. At the moment, it's absolutely appalling, the corruption here at the moment. Like, awarding these massive personal protective equipment contracts worth millions and millions and millions of pounds to companies that have never produced medical equipment ever, that just so happen to be run by the chief advisor to Downing Street's brother and stuff like this. Just, ugh. Yeah, the DMV. There's a reason that they are widely hated. Yeah, you can still see the civil service is an interesting one, because although we make fun of them, they are usually just trying to do their thing, and do it as efficiently as they can. Like, our equivalent of the DMV is called the DVLA, and they're usually pretty good at sorting stuff out for you. And it's nearly all by post or online. Like, you don't have to go to the DVLA for anything. Oh, that was a big hit. San Fermin. Not having the best day. And is trying to fall back. So we are hitting the Santiago El Mayor instead. But no, just some outrageous examples of corruption at the moment in the UK. Of course, it's even worse in America at the moment, but, you know, that's not saying much. And I've complained about it on the channel before, so I'll try not to sound like a broken record. It is the voting system. If you have a lot of corruption, if you have politicians who seem to get away with murder, generally not being very caring about the people they're supposed to be representing, then look at your voting system. It's probably where the problem is. Fix the voting system and you'll fix the behaviour. Fast turnaround on the passport there. I really need to update my passport, but I never go anywhere, so I'll wait until I actually need to go somewhere before I get the passport fixed. Nice hit there. I think there's a 12-inch as well. Yeah. Right, there goes the first kill to the Setsu. Kill one. Looks like the Almudena here is next on the hit list. Oh, hello. Big hits. Big hits. Flooding, fires everywhere. Oof. But I mean, as well, you can see the kind of damage that allowing incompetent, self-serving so-and-sos voting them in, the damage it can do through the coronavirus death numbers. I mean, Britain and the UK are just terrible if you compare them to other countries. in terms of deaths per capita. Absolutely outrageous. You're a Remainer, W. Good for you. So am I. I'm an ultra Remainer. And what I particularly like about the blue passports that are made in France and don't look anything like the blue passports, or supposedly blue passports, that we used to have. And even stupider is you can have a blue passport and be a European Union member. They don't care what colour you make the cover of your passport. In fact, Croatia have blue passports. And yeah, they're made in France. And what's even funnier is that on the 1st of January, because we're not going to get a trade deal at this stage, we won't be able to import them from France because we won't have a trade agreement covering the import of sensitive documents. It's just so stupid. Yeah, exactly. What people think of blue passports were actually looked almost black. It had this really nice dark, very, very dark blue that was almost black in colour, and did look black after a few years of wear. And there's nothing to stop us going back to that. And they had the kind of cool little cutout at the top. But yeah, if you think things are bad in the UK just now, just wait until January. Oh boy. Oh, all three of these battleships have been pretty badly hit by us already, so looks like we're going to finish them off. See? Tube powder. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're like, well, wondering why I like going with tube powder, this nicely shows you the difference. Tube powder, standard shells, as opposed to high TNT, super heavies. You know, less flash fire chance, and more. I just prefer them. Yeah, I was doing some research for a video I was thinking about putting up on YouTube, but I'm not sure if I will. The last time a government in the UK actually had a majority of the popular vote. Does anyone want to hazard a guess when that actually was? It was a very, very unusual election. I'll give you that as a hint. Hit the Elder? It was actually more recent than that, surprisingly enough. Have a look at Pit the Elder, actually. List. Let's have a look at Pit the Elder. Mind you, Pit the Elder was never Prime Minister, but Pit the Younger was, of course. And yeah, as far as I can tell, there's only yeah, there's only one in the last 100 years. Or 2, arguably. It doesn't quite work with the other one. No, exactly. First past the post voting pretty much ensures you get minority rule, which is ridiculous. So you get a party representing their country who most of the country didn't vote for. It doesn't make any sense. And then if you go down to a two-party system like America, like very old gamer is complaining about, then they start moving towards the extremes. And it starts becoming very partisan. Nothing gets done. Becomes bad at each other. You know, it's all us versus them. Just yeah. And of course, it's self-perpetuating because if you manage to win it, why would you want to change it? Because it benefits you, particularly if you're one of the two big parties. Personally, I think that was Tony Blair's biggest domestic mistake. Was he had an absolute stonking majority in the House of Commons, which was not delivered by the popular vote, but by the system. And if he'd been smart, he would have pushed for voting reform then, and then we wouldn't have had the May or Johnson governments, I don't think. Not even sure we'd have the Cameron government, at least not in the same way. Anyway, there we go. Dead. Successful test of the Super Yamato there, but with chew powder, not with high explosives. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I need to go and do some errands, get some food, take the dog out for a walk and things. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of Ultimate Admiral. I'm going to take a screenshot of this actually because it looks cool. Lovely. Yeah, and I will complain at length about voting systems in general, and American ones in particular, because I've studied the American system in quite a lot of depth. Obviously, I know the British one best, but yeah, the American system is terrible. Just go and look at a map of congressional districts for the House of Representatives. Good lord. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to go and do some things. There will be a video appearing on YouTube in the meantime, very, very shortly. Hope you enjoy that. And I'll be back this afternoon for some XCOM, I think. So if you're able to join me then, I would really appreciate it. But to everyone on YouTube, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my other stuff. Check out my Patreon page, etc., etc. And you will find links to join in on Twitch, because you can ask me to do stuff like building a Super Yamato. And doing it live on Twitch is the best way. If you're not interested in Patreon, and if you are interested in Patreon, then you get a direct link to me, and you can just send me stuff whenever. Wake up in the middle of the night with the Ultimate Admiral scenario, you can send it, and I will have a look. Yep, join you this afternoon at Dalpue for some XCOM. And Very Old Gamer, if you're free, do join in. I'd love to show you your resistance operative. Anyway, I'm going to go deal with the dog and get some food. And I'll be back.